Hey everyone, and hope you're having a great day. You know, I've been having some wild thoughts today about my job, actually just jobs in general. And yeah, I'm still near the road. I still got traffic behind me, and probably not going to be walking too awful far today. It's cloudy, overcast. Seems like about every day I try to get up to do a video, it's cloudy and rainy. So today I'm gonna not go too far. There's a place up here I want to turn, and hopefully it's not gonna rain too much, and we'll as long as a light little drizzle like it is, we'll just keep going and not worry too much about it. But as I said, I've been thinking about my job. I think about work today, all in general, and I don't know about you. You know, you know what? As I think more about it, it's I don't think employers ever really did value their employees. We're not just going back during the Industrial Revolution, but just period, just going back and realizing that we can, pretty much all of us are expendable. Now, unless you live in an area where, there's not a huge hiring pool, if you live in a place where, your skill, there's not many people with your skills, you're going to find yourself being very replaceable. And I think I've always thought it was a good idea to always acquire more skills than what you actually need, particularly for a job that you got. And let me turn over here. So today you can barely see the mountains in the background. You can barely see them. Yeah, it's think about getting me a new gimbal, something a little longer that I can hold out a little bit more. And it's starting to come down just a little bit more. But I've always said, I've been saying it for a long time, that to most companies, you're just a pay number. And since I've been at the job where I work, we've had about 3 or 4 different employees pass away over the last couple of years. And the company goes out, writes up a card. Everybody goes out, signs it for the family in that department, or they'll put out a big announcement out that this certain person died unexpectedly. At the end of the day, probably within a week or two, there's nothing going to be said about it. Probably his co-workers will be saying something. His co-workers will probably be missing him. I can promise you, the next couple weeks, the company's not going to be thinking twice about him. And I've always said that, like I said just a moment ago, we are just a pay number to them. We pass away today. If I die today, tomorrow my company will be posting my job up for bid. Either tomorrow or the next day, my job will be up for bid. That's something for all of us to be really thinking about. We are replaceable to them. We are just a number to them. And it's kind of unsettling just how corporations don't care. Now, one of the things I got going for me where I work is, the location of it is, we are in a bigger city, yes, but thanks to COVID, there's a lot of people who don't want to work. You got people who don't want to work, and you also got the people that, for whatever reason, they can't work now, thanks to COVID. So they're sitting there having a very hard time trying to hire people. They've lowered hiring standards. They've given us all huge raises and lowered the minimum starting wage for the company in order to hopefully entice more people And I'm not going to make it to the trail. Rain's picking up. I think I'm going to have to start heading back. But it's something for you to be thinking about, especially you young people. I see young people all the time sitting there wanting to be all you can be for a company, trying to outdo the older veterans. I've had a lot of different jobs over the years. Probably from the last 28 years, when I officially started working full-time, having a full-time job. Last 28 years, I've had several different jobs, worn several different types of hats. And I really hate to say it. The company don't care about you at all. I've actually gotten to the where, when I was young, I started out, I was really wanting to bid out and do things and this, that, and the other. I wanted to prove that I'm a valuable employee to that company. If they had a training, I wanted to go to the training. But over the years, whatever skills seems like I learned on a job, it's really kind of hard to take them to the next job unless it's a particular trade. If I have certain certificates that I've gotten outside of the workforce, outside of the particular company that I paid for on my own, it wasn't company training, then it might count for something. But at the end of the day, like I said, we're an employee number to them. Something happens to me today. I'm 50 years old. Something happens to me when I get to my car and I pull out to this road, somebody hits me head on. What's going to happen? I have some co-workers that I know they'll mourn me. They'll be probably take up a donation for my family, to help with burial costs or whatever. But I'm going to tell you right now, what's going to happen is they may not do it Monday, become Tuesday morning. On the day after that, I'm trying to cover up the mic. Everything's starting to get a little wet, starting to come down a little harder. You can tell think about this, but just think, I don't care how old you are right now. You could be a young person starting out the workforce thinking that you got youth on your side. No, you don't. No, you don't. You are still a pay number. I don't care if you work, in an office. You are still an employee number. Okay? And maybe we'll talk about this on another day, the big divide between the floor workers and office workers, but no, it doesn't matter which one you are still an employee number. Okay? So, let's think about that, okay? Think about what you are to that company. If you died today, is that company going to go under because you're gone? No. If I quit today, is that company going to go under? No. I'm replaceable. So, what is the whole point? What's the whole point of all of this that I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer on this. Okay? I'm trying to be factual with you. I'm trying to be honest with you. At the end of the day, having a job is important. Okay? But as you're in this world and you're working on yourself, you're trying to improve, don't be afraid to look for another job. Okay? Yeah, you're going to want the work experience to start out with. But all at the end of the day, all that matters is, are you happy with your life? And I'm not going to continue this in the car. When I get to the car here, I'm going to end this. I'm going to land a plane right now. It's very important that you do work. It's important that you do something to contribute to society and not be a leech of it. It's very important that you do something to bring in pay for your own stuff. That is very important. Okay, don't rely on everyone else to pay for your stuff. Okay? But what I'm trying to tell you is, be happy. Find peace. If your job is not bringing you peace, don't do it. I've had jobs where I was so distraught about pulling into that company, pulling into that parking lot. I actually pulled a U-turn. I've done it a couple times over the years where I pulled into that parking lot, and this is how bad the job was. It was just, I was sick to my stomach as soon as I pulled up to that gate. I just decided, you know what, forget this, and pulled a U-turn and went home. Called the boss up and said, yeah, I'm not coming in. I'm done. You know, I'm done with these hours. I'm done with this hours. I'm done with this job. I quit. I'm not coming in today. Of course, they're all mad because I didn't give a 2-week notice, but at the end of the day, why do I need to give a 2-week notice anymore? That's something to think about. But please remember, you know, you don't have to like the job you got. If you don't like it, you can go find another one. Go get the certificates. Go get the certification you need to go and get the job you want. To get the job that you think you need to have peace in your life. Hey, sure, now I'm at the car that's starting to rain lightning up now. Yeah. Go figure, right? Okay. Peace is what you need in your life. Jesus will give you peace, right? Through him, you'll have all the peace in the world. But if your job is to the point where it's just, you know, it ain't good, not good for you, then maybe you need to find something else. And it's okay. Completely okay, especially in today's society. You know, maybe you need to relocate. And like I said, maybe you need to go get yourself certifications for other jobs so you can do other jobs. Do what you got to do. Yeah, but remember, no matter who you work for, you are an employee number and you are very replaceable. Don't forget that. Yeah, so now it's lightening up. Oh my God. It's time to get going. It's time to get inside. Get something hot in me. It is now spring. I don't think we're going to have any more snow. We had snow the other day. But, yeah. Pursue peace. Pursue Christ. That's all I can tell you. It's the 2 Thessalonians that talks about where Paul writes to them and says, if no one's willing to work, then they shouldn't eat. So yeah, work. Okay, earn your keep in society, earn your keep in life. But whatever you do, you know, find that peace. Find that job that you're going to have peace at and that you are going to be sustainable at. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you just quit your job because you hate your boss. Okay? It's okay to be a blue-collar worker. It's okay to be a factory worker. It's okay to be a white-collar worker. All of it's fine. It's okay. All right? There's nothing to really... you're getting a close-up of my face. It's okay. So, please, if the job you're doing is not working out for you, then find something else. But at the same time, if, you know, a job is a job. You're not supposed to love it. You're supposed to do it. And if you can get up every day, go to that job, and the only thing you're upset about is maybe, well, I'm not getting to do what I really want to do, that's another discussion. Okay, maybe on the next one we'll have that discussion. But weather's there to pick up again, so until the next one, God bless all of you.